Hey guys, Monday, August 12th, 2024. Let's see what the Black Widow is doing today. I want to say I've been busy this week, and that's why I didn't have a chance to post my weekend update, but I don't think you really needed that much info. Look how nice we're trending higher. So look at volume. So far, the bulls are in control. The bears are not showing up, or they pretty much got out of their position. Let's recap. You can see that this is the area of market profile that I was indicating that maybe that's a possible turning point. However, we didn't fill the gap fill, which is this one right here, but it doesn't matter. That gas is going to do what she's going to do. We didn't get to kiss 184. Maybe she does it in the future or way in the future. I don't know. But nonetheless, it's so far looking good to the upside. We're above anchored VWAP, which was from our February 20 low. This one, ignore it because I think is anchoring from somewhere else. So pretty much this is a target. If you're a short-term trader, you want to probably see what happens once it gets to 227. That's your pivot high. So that's your recent resistance right now. You can see this area right here in the market profile. Well, it sticks out like this one where it could be where she may stall or, she may continue going higher. Let's look at our trend lines real quick before we go on a log scale chart. Where's my trend lines here? There we go. So we bounce off here, or at least close above this trend line, broke through this trend line from this pivot high here. So that's bullish. There's a few important ones coming down all the way here, and we're at this one right now. We broke through this one, which was interesting. I mean, not interesting, it was good. And I put this one here, and we broke through this one too. So this is the one that's interesting. I want to see if we could break through that one. I think that was, that goes all the way to the top. Let's see. Let's see how far that trend line goes. 3 years. Let's close this up. I got some time. I haven't done a video, so you guys have to bear with me. Yeah, this goes all the way to August 23rd. That one goes down, and that's the one we broke through right there. So then this one is that next pivot high of 1123. Remember 823, we bounced. So I picked that one because it's important. So that's relating to this one, and it anchors to this one. So let's go back to a year. Yeah, so that's the one we're at right now, which is in conjunction with this pivot high. So let's see how this is going to play out and if we got break above. Let's go into our simple glance chart. And so far, nothing's really changed on the monthly. Now, on the weekly is interesting. We got a MACD positive crossover. Too early to tell. I mean, we got to see how we close this whole week. And that's all this candle. So if it pushes back, we're going to lose this signal. But as of right now, it is positive. We got a Heikin-Ashi positive candle. The trend is white, so it looks like it's in the closes are making higher highs and higher lows. So everything is looking positive here. You got the 20 SMA at 228. But you're in the MOBOs and you're below the cloud, so this is just the beginning of this move. How long is it going to last? Well, I've been looking at different models. One model is telling me that maybe there's a turning point this week, anywhere between maybe today, tomorrow, Wednesday, somewhere around there. I'll probably show that at the US close. I just want to kind of cover the basics here on my what I normally do. And on the daily, so far is looking good. Above the 20 PPS buy signal. MACD now is in positive territory. And you're above the 100. You're probably going to be kissing the 200 and the 50. And you got to watch out for this linear regression channel. And right now, this is a strong level. Well, it's a level. It's not strong, but it's a resistance level, which lines up with this pivot high. So anywhere between 225 to 227. And then you got a next one here around 237. And that's the cloud. So keep an eye on that. But so far, Looking good to the upside. Let's see where it's going to find resistance and stall. And that will probably be an opportunity for those that didn't get in to try to get back on the train and see how far this is going. Let's go into our geometry. So this is a non-log scale, and you can see that I don't really. You see those angles that were coming down here? That was from the same chart. So we got pretty much open air on a non-log scale. Let's go into our APF, and you can see that now I adjusted. So this is an angle I want to see if we could close above it, because then you're back in the groove of moving these important pivot points. So we're pretty far. We got this to worry about, and then we got this angle to worry about there. In regards to the channel, this will probably be an area to watch out, which is somewhere around 230-ish. And right now we're kissing one of these fractal levels or angles within this channel. And I break it up. Which is, it's one of the minor ones. These are the majors. These are the little minor ones, and these are the important ones within the channel. What else we have here? FT levels. Interesting. Now we're going back to 225, 228. DNA levels of that gas. So now we're entering here. So if we could get to close above this high, around there, around 228, there's a high probability that we could at least get to 238, 239. And then there's open air to get to at least 279. So baby steps. We're already here. Can we stay here and close above 228? That's the question. Gap fill, you already know that. Trend lines, I already did that. SO, so far, this worked out well. It was a day early, our halfway point, and now we're looking at the 2/3 move, which is 819. Let's see if we could continue going higher and maybe turn here. I don't know, we'll see. But so far, the halfway point is working out. SR. Keep an eye out for the 0.5, which is 225. We're right there right now. The high was 227. So we're in that area where it's like, okay, is it going to stall here, or we're going to continue grinding higher? Let's see. Yeah, we already broke the 220, so that's good. Let's go into our swing chart. And these are the data I was watching, and you can see that 8.7 got a nice explosion to the upside, and it's just been buying the dips. Look at that. The bears try to push it, and date you want to watch would be 8.13, 8.14. These 2 days are very important here. I don't know from here if it turns or it gets this nice explosion. I don't know, but these are dates I have that I'm watching. And then 8.17. So there's like a little cluster here. I think I covered it all here. Let's go into our midpoint chart. So let's look at the monthly. The yearly pivot. So right now we're at a yearly pivot around 225. And we already made it up there. Mobiles are still negative, but the Stokes, you can see now they're starting to wake up. So that's looking good. And we're in Chop Fest. It's where, depending on your time frame, this is to be positive on the weekly. You need to at least close above 256. But we're taking baby steps. But this is a level where we just kissed. The next big level will be somewhere around 255 if we get up there. The next one on the monthly pivots using our daily chart is your midpoint right here. So this one's important. If we could kiss 229 and close above it, we have accomplished a lot. And this is a very strong upward move. Typically what happens, on using high probability on August. So we're riding this wave that I've been, telling you guys. So let's see how far we could get before the cooling kicks in, and and then that gas typically then starts stalling and then starts going down. So far, this is a key level. We're above this one. So watch out for 229. That's a nice target if you're long from down here. You think you're going higher, but if you're trying to get target levels, that's your midpoint. And using our weekly pivots on a 4-hour, we're getting close to 226. That's a target. And if it's going to push higher, if it's going to push higher, this is your extreme target to the upside, 234. A little higher than the monthly pivot. So 234. That'd be a nice target, a reasonable target up there. But these are your two targets for the week. And you're above the midpoint, which is good. Mobiles is positive as of now. Stokes are very good. This is a nice snapback. So we get another one like this over here. That could probably be another great opportunity. As long as the green and the blue stay intact on the upper range. And lastly, the hourly, using our daily pivots, you can see that we are above 214. We opened nicely on the overnight session or the Sunday night session. And you can see that we already extended above our range on the daily. And mobiles are positive. Stokes are positive. Here's your snapback. So this is where you would want to buy because you're on an uptrend. So when you see something like this, that's your snapback. And so far, it is above everything. So far it is looking good. Just watch out for the head fakes that the Black Widow could do. And on tonight's video on the US close, I'll be showing you about what the models are saying for this week. We just got to see if it's going to play out. Lastly, let's look at our square of 9. Let's move this up a little bit over here. So I thought we were going to stall somewhere around here, 220, 219, but we kept pushing, so that's good. We're somewhere around 225. So we had the 315 degree right here. This is where those pivots are. That pivot right there. That's that 227. That's this area right here. So we might probably fight really hard here between 227, 226, 225. But if we could push above that pivot high right here of 723, there's a high probability that we could get at least a 233, which is your 0 line, the square of 9. So that's where you want to see what's going to happen here, and that's already today. Let's see when the U.S. session opens. If the Black Widow wants to slam it down to 218 to get some liquidity, or maybe even 214, the midpoint. You never know. But if that doesn't happen and she just keeps chucking along to 233 is a reasonable target all the way to 241. 235, that's here. Yeah, 233, 230. This is your weak target. So yeah, this is more reasonable especially from this move coming up here. But it wants to chug along 241. The key is to stay here in this range or in this level right here, going back and forth. Well, I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on that gas.